Chinese gate over there looks very much like the ones in Taiwan. Very pronounced here, the air pollution, much more so than in Chiang Mai. Like a new development here, so the midnight portion of the market is still closed. Brought me right in here, but I'm actually going to just walk back to the main street to see the downtown Mae Sai. Oh, this must be the area called Midnight Market. Some of the evening food stalls are already set up. The river, the border crossing is right over there. Oh, Kasikorn Bank. Okay. This is their main road, main street. This is the highway all the way from Chiang Rai. Yeah. So, and that's probably the border crossing gate. But probably won't be able to cross. Mae Sai used to be, way back, used to be a place to do the border runs, and then the military coup happened, civil war happened, still going on in Myanmar, so the border is kind of closed-ish to the foreigners. The Thai and Burmese nationals are allowed to cross, at least the ones that live nearby here. So this is relatively okay for them, but as a foreigner, not allowed to cross. So when that happened, people started crossing over at Mae Sai, not too far from here, actually at Chiang Khong to Mae Sai on the Laos side. That went on for quite a few years until the new regulation came out. So right now I'm not even sure if you can cross back from Laos and get your new extension or get your new kind of visa exemption stamp. Very elaborate Chinese temples and gates here in the Taoist tradition, or Confucian. These are Taoist temples. Some of them might be old enough to go way back to the Kuomintang era, probably. I wonder if there's any buildings old enough on this road here. Some vehicles are passing that gate. Seem to be passing through that gate. So I wonder. Oh, so this might be actually one of the midnight market things. No, it's a temple. There's a temple over there. So this is Pahonyatin, the main commercial street in Mae Sai, kind of emerging from the highway from Chiang Rai. And this is the border crossing and the bridge, I presume. There's some pretty old buildings here as well. Some might be even going back to 50s, 60s. I should have stayed in this hotel. It'd be way more interesting. Yeah, should have booked that hotel. I think I'm witnessing the closure of the border for today. Yeah, so we just closed the border. The bridge is closed now. This is how the locals used to actually still do. The last guy has passed in from the Burmese side, and this is probably the last bunch of the Thai or Burmese trying to sneak to the Burmese side of the border. There's a fairly heavy police and security forces presence here. I just saw a couple of like motorcycle police guys hanging around here. There's a bunch of border guards in the buildings over there, in the border guard post. And there's also a fair amount of kind of uniformed security folks in Hi-Vis for whatever reason. So it seems kind of lax and at the same time kind of tight. I'm pretty sure if something happens they're going to jump. At the same time it's fairly lax, so the locals are like, if this was early enough, people would be just crossing back and forth the border, Burmese and the Thai, along with a fair amount of Chinese as well, I think. I even saw an Indian guy with what looked like Burmese wife on a motorcycle and a kid. So this is a fairly kind of cosmopolitan or multi-ethnic area here, which is good. There's a lot of the security guards in Hi-Vis. Maybe they work for the market or for the whole border area here. In terms of the retail, 7-Eleven is right here, Watson's over there, so all the usual things are here. There's a cafe and bar, Sugar Time. Interesting. Oh, there's some bars over there. Let's check it out. This is within the vicinity of the border crossing. Bunch of interesting little bars. Yeah. Kind of reminds me some parts of Taipei in a way, strangely. I like this alley. I might come here maybe after dinner if I still have the energy. Kind of a little bit tired now because I woke up super early to make it for the bus, but I like the area enough. I might even come back here. At night it seems the traffic slows down enough that people just cross the road whenever they like. I'm quite intrigued by that little street over there. I thought at first it was a path, a trail leading up to a temple or something, because there's a gate, but it looks like it's just a little street. Very uphill, which is very interesting, especially in the evening. It's very unusual. Uphill road. There's statues. There's a Buddhist statue or something. So it's quite cool. Yeah, I think there's a ticket there. Actually, what the heck? It's not that difficult. and tomorrow I might not want to do it in the heat. At least tonight is kind of chill, relatively. So let's come up and see what's up there. Speak Chinese, but either it's some southern dialect or they have a really thick accent. I don't understand them, but it's not Thai, it's definitely Chinese. Probably one of the dialects in the Yunnan province. Just a view from near the top. Most of it's on the other side, so basically I'm looking at the Burmese town way over there, Tachalek. So it's called Wat Pratat Doi Wao. Yeah, let's check it out. It's quite extensive. Yeah. Mostly recent, it seems. Reminds me a little bit of the Hopar Villa exhibit in Singapore. So this is basically a cross between a Buddhist temple and a theme park, kind of. That's why the Hopar Villa comparison. There's even a Hindu Ganesha, I guess. Yeah. All kinds of stuff. Danger, do not enter. So that side is definitely Burma. Yeah, Myanmar. So if you're a woman and you wanted some pictures, videos in a traditional garment, you can rent it from here and take some pics, some videos. Oh, down there, there's something called Skywalk, I guess. Maybe it's this thing over here. So this is the Skywalk thing, but it's being nighttime. Probably I'm not going to see a whole lot, so maybe I can come here tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Maybe just gonna chill, not do a whole lot. By the way, that kind of dark area over there, straight ahead, is all Tachalek, Burmese side. Thai side is kind of over there somewhere. So everything visible from here is the Burmese side of the border. Looks like. Okay, so that was relatively fun. The battery is dying, so I'm gonna bug out. Probably not gonna film a whole lot. Or maybe we'll resume tomorrow sometime. But for the time being. Right, so that was relatively fun. Now the battery is dying. Gotta bug out. Probably just gonna head for dinner and then probably an early night. By the way, these stairs are kind of super uncomfortable length. Yeah, really strange. But anyway, this is Burma, by the way, on this side. Yeah, Myanmar. They're having some Chinese New Year celebrations as well. So, yeah. Nighty night for now. Ratri Savat. Bye bye.